旧金山是座闪耀的城市，而今却黯淡无光。这座城市不再是你我熟知的全球科技新创圣地，是全美富豪的群居地，而是沦为罪恶之城。
The crisis of homelessness in America has reached a shocking level in San Francisco.
The drugs attract them, the no punishment kind of attitude, and then the resources make them want to stay.
The video showing a group of kids getting off a muni bus as they try to navigate their way through an entire block of open drug use.
No one or no place is safe in San Francisco, and lastly, a failed city. Is San Francisco a failed city?
No, but it's no longer at the top of the class. It could become a failed city.
游民、毒品、犯罪横行是旧金山走向没落的主因，而突如其来的疫情让一切更加恶化。
That we had people who were selling drugs all over a particular neighborhood in broad daylight, and people who were shooting up in broad daylight, and nothing was really being done.
At one point, there were far more deaths due to drug overdoses than there were COVID deaths.
Yes.
疫情期间，不少科技业裁远居工作。旧金山纪事报报道，办公室空置率从疫情前的4%上升至约30%。有的闲置空间成了游民的居住地，引来更多人。
What you see is a lot of empty storefronts, you see empty offices, and you see tents. Added into this mix, however, is something that we're seeing across the country that is just like an acid corrosive, and that's fentanyl. You put homelessness, mentally ill, and fentanyl together, and it's worse than the third world.
有评论更指出，旧金山的成败皆因科技，虽然带动当地的经济，却导致物价、房价飞涨，民众生活被压得喘不过气。一间套房租金中位数要价$3000，许多人根本负担不起，沦为游民。政府多管齐下，试图解决，包括砸下平均一人1年要6到8万美金的帐篷给游民隔离居住，但情况不见好转。
If the city was just to give you $60,000 and say, "Here's this," what would you do with it?
For myself, probably, I would probably go and buy more tents for folks and sleeping bags.
But what about your housing? I mean, could you not afford something in the city for that?
Here's the thing: is like first, last, and deposit is crazy.
有染毒者的母亲甚至控诉戒毒中心变成吸毒的游乐场。
What did you see when you entered?
So I just had this idea of let me just go and get dressed up and look like I'm homeless. I said to them that I wanted to get off drugs and that I needed help. And you know, they laughed at me. And the guy at the door said, "We can help you do drugs, but if you want help getting off drugs, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow." You know, there's music, there's like rap music, there were people dancing. I saw a few people passed out.
事实上，美国其他地方也有相同情况。为何旧金山特别严重？归咎于政府提供的福利太优渥，而且还有这一点。
One thing to note: the fentanyl on the streets is the cheapest here in the entire country. Go figure. And the giveaways here are as
free needles,
free foil, free tents, free food, free assistance.
Do you think that the services that San Francisco offers people who are on the streets encourages people to come to this city and stay at this city?
Encourages homeless people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the housing that encourages them to come. I think it's the cheap drugs. I think it's the hearing about what you can buy for how much money and how it's you can use outside and not get arrested.
旧金山犯罪率飙升也是问题，即使这里的轻生和暴力犯罪远低于其他城市，但汽车窃盗和商家打劫已经到了无法无天的地步。
Shoplifting in San Francisco, it's forcing stores to close, and the thieves, some of the most brazen you will see.
Mobs of looters storming and ransacking high-end stores in the San Francisco area.
Unprovoked attacks on elderly Asians in San Francisco.
One elderly man was violently pushed to the ground and he died. Why are people feeling empowered that they can do this with impunity?
一份统计显示，每4人就有1人在街上遭到人身攻击和威胁。治安恶化，居民和企业被迫外逃。旧金山人口持续外流，下降6.3%。
Crime and homelessness has really taken our morale down. My neighbor has been hit on the head with a hammer and had to get 8 stitches.
They do graffiti, they defecate on the sidewalk, harass our customers. I had a customer that was sitting in a table with his family. Somebody just grabbed his beer and ran away.
It's a little getting harder to run the small business here because of crime issues, homeless issues, and safety issues. Before, it was just normal homeless people who sleep outside. So if I tell them, oh, could you please move, but they will at least understand. But now a lot of people seem to be out of their mind or something, and then some of them can turn really violent when I say something.
游民毒品泛滥难解，归咎于极左派掌权，过度自由放任的政策大放送各种福利，还有公民团体向政府提起诉讼，阻止政府拆除无家可归的营地。现任市长布里德欲大力改革，奈何屡遭极左政客阻挠。意识形态的角力下，这几年下来，科技精英出走，游民进驻，旧金山还剩下什么？